Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to give you a short speed build, and this time it's going to be a room instead of a full house. So I'm building this lot in the Midtown Meadows lot, which is in Willow Creek. Not that it matters because it's just a room. But yeah, the total lot area is 30 by 40 with a total cost of 64,184 simoleons. So as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be building my dream bedroom, but the version from my childhood, so like from the age 10 to 12. Quite a while ago I saw MsGryphi, another Sims tuber, made a video with this concept, so I am inspired by her, and the link to her video will be in the description below. So coming into this video, I have thought about what kind of bedroom my 10-year-old self would have wanted, but I do have to mix in the preference and knowledge of my current self, because if it were up to me, I would have had a full-on gaming arcade with slides in my bedroom, but that's not feasible. Not that this huge bedroom is feasible, but it's more realistic, and it combines the imagination of the 10-year-old kid with the realism of my current self. One thing that you might notice is I put a lot of blue, like a lot. Almost everything in this room is either blue, black or white, or just plain dark wood. So since my elementary school years, I've always been obsessed with dark blue, and if I have the money, I would have made a full-on dark blue room, just like this one, so be prepared for all the blues. So yeah, now you can see that I'm making the sleeping nook up on a platform. I've always wanted a raised up bed area. Actually, I know my 10-year-old self would have wanted a bunk bed with the bottom bunk being a desk. You know that setup, right? But knowing myself, I would have hated how close I am to the ceiling, and also I'm afraid of heights, so I don't think that I would have enjoyed it as much as I wanted it back then. So I just built a raised up bed area in the corner. Now, specifically, I've always wanted to have a big bed, like a queen-sized bed, but tucked in the corner so I can sleep with my back facing the wall, because I'm afraid of the dark. I don't like my back facing emptiness, so that's ideal. And of course, I was also obsessed with bay windows. You know how Disney Channel main characters have all those toys up on the bay window, so I'm giving myself one next to the bed. Alright, so next is the TV/gaming area. So I love playing with console. My favorite console of all time is definitely the PlayStation 2. So I'm giving myself this huge TV with the 2 gaming units just because, and also a lot of seating area and even beanbags. It's actually kind of sad when thinking about it, because I'm not popular by any means, especially not when I was 10 to 12. I was kind of bullied and have no friends. So this is a manifestation of my childhood wanting to have friends to play console with, so just assume that I'm popular in this universe. So yeah, also we cannot make a gaming area without a mini fridge. That is a must for me. I would have stored so many carbonated drinks. Oh, and I also was a messy child back then. I would never clean up in my room, so this is an accurate representation of what it would look like in this main gaming/living area. Before we move on to the desk area, you might have noticed that I just put up a Final Fantasy X artwork up on the wall. That's because I was obsessed, and still am, with Final Fantasy X. I 100% would have put up a poster of it, and it is from Coco Sims 2205 in the gallery. I will put the name up in the description. Okay, so moving on to the desk area, I always dreamt of having a full-on gaming setup with multiple monitors in my room, and I also really like the concept of a big wood and glass desk. So as usual, I'm using a dining table as a desk because it functions better, is bigger, and have more slots for the gaming chair. Here I'm just decorating the bookshelf with lots of books. Looking back, I was never a book kid, but I was always fascinated and jealous of kids who have a lot of books and who are into reading. So I put in a lot of books, also manifesting a better reading habit for 10-year-old me. In front of the desk, here is a lot of empty space, so I turned it into a big dollhouse area. I was always interested in miniature houses. I think it was what led me to play The Sims 1 back in elementary school. I always had an interest in decorating houses and playing with basically an alternate ego, so definitely what got me into The Sims. So yeah, I gave myself a huge dollhouse. Right next to that space is a space for a dog. So my favorite animal of all time is the dog, and even though I would not have the capacity, the skill, or the patience to take care of a dog, since this is my dream room, of course I will give myself one. So there's the bed, the feeding station, and also the toy box. I would imagine at that age I was most interested in golden retrievers. I still am to this day, so let's imagine that. So behind the wall will be the wardrobe area and the bathroom. The reason why I tucked this behind a wall is because I was terrified of mirrors, so I would not have wanted a mirror to be visible from anywhere near my bed, so I decided to make a nook for it on the way to the bathroom. So here I just managed to put in another shelving unit for some more books and a trophy, since I never won a trophy when I was small, and also a huge wardrobe just like how I wanted it, also a standing mirror and a hamper with dirty clothes all around it because I'm lazy and a mess. Looking back, I think what I wanted for my bedroom were a lot of things that I didn't get to experience as a child. So like the dog, the big dollhouse, big wardrobe, since I had to share a wardrobe with the rest of my family, so my clothes were very unorganized. So I guess a lot of this video was just a way to give back to my 10-year-old self what he always wanted for himself. Okay, so next will be the bathroom. Now, 10-year-old me doesn't really have any specific wants for a bathroom, but I did really want a huge bathtub because I love taking a bath and playing with the water and making cute waves as a child, so I will be including that. And I was always fascinated with the Japanese toilets that have a ton of buttons, so I will also be putting that in. The rest of the bathroom is just ordinary toilet things. I also cluttered it like how I would clutter a bathroom normally, also putting in a lot of rugs because realistically I would have made a mess every time I took a bath. We will shortly be moving on to the last part, which is the balcony. Looking back, I never really was a fan of natural sunlight. Since I like gaming, I always thought that dark gaming rooms were better, but now I think I would really appreciate more sunlight. That's why this bedroom has windows on almost all sides and why I gave it a balcony. So for the balcony, I put a sofa, some plants, and a telescope because I was also really interested in space, and that's it. Next, we will be moving on to the screenshots, and as always, what do you guys think of the build? This build will be on the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is LouisRP7, and that is LOUISRP7. And what do you guys think I should build next time? Leave it down in the comments below if you have any ideas, and don't forget to like the video, share, and hit the subscribe button. I post my videos on Fridays for maybe every 2 weeks, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!